Hi class, second assessment of the semester. So this is our final class session. After you're done with this assessment, you're going to also look at the weekly connection and send that to me as well for points. And that will be your final assignment. The assessment. So remember that this video is just a demonstration of the exercises that are on the form. You don't receive credit for watching this video or practicing the exercises. You will get the credit for the form that you will send me with your results, okay? So if you downloaded and saved your results from the first time, you can just add your results for the second time and then save it and then return it to me. Otherwise, I'm also going to upload the form again so that you can do it through that. That's fine as well. You probably should just do it that way. So I don't really need to see the ones and the twos, but if you have the ones and the two results, that would be great. Remember, you're answering all the twos this time because it's the second time that we are doing this. It's the same exercises. We're just doing them a second time. We're seeing if we can improve upon our first results. And then at the end, the personal goals, you're really just revisiting those and seeing if you accomplished any of your goals. And so I'd like to just see, your response to your personal goals and how that worked out for you. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and begin. Let's just do a little bit of a warm-up. Okay, so let's just do our kneeling warm-up, chest expansion. And let's go into dynamic. So obviously with this assessment, you want to see if you can push your limits, do as many as you can as far as repetitions are concerned. You know, we have had 3 sessions this week, so you might be a little bit sore, but do the best you can. Cat and cow. So there are only 6 exercises that we are testing today, so you should be fine. Okay, so just make sure that you have either your phone to enter your results or a piece of paper and a pencil for your results so that you can practice it with me, write down your results, and then you can transfer that information, okay? So our first test is the breath duration. It's been 8 weeks, so I'll just remind you about how we go through each exercise. I'll demonstrate as well as talk you through it. So the breath duration is just 1 breath. We are counting the amount of time it takes to breathe 1 time, and that means we are inhaling and exhaling 1 time. So we will start the count as soon as you start to inhale and finish the count when you're done exhaling. So you will need a clock to look at, a watch or your phone, or you can just count in your head how many seconds it takes you to breathe 1 time. So you want to just sit comfortably and sit up tall. And remember that we are slowing down the breath. So we want to pull that breath in, either through your nose or your mouth. It's up to you, as slow as you can and as deep as you can. We're not stopping, we're not holding our breath. When you get to the point where you need to exhale, you're going to slowly transition into that exhale and push that breath out slowly as far as you can. And then during that time, you are counting. So start your clock when you start to inhale, stop your clock when you're done exhaling, or start your counting and stop your counting in your head, okay? So I'm just going to practice and you can go ahead and begin. All right, so when you're done, write your result down under breath duration number 2. We're going to move on to our 100 exercise. So when you're done with your breath duration and counting, you're going to go ahead and move on to the 100. So after each exercise, when I demonstrate and talk about it, you can pause the video, do your exercise, practice your exercise, put down your result, and then play the video and we'll move on to the next exercise. I am going to go through the Fab 5 with you together, so simultaneously on the video. And then the roll up you'll be on your own, the 100 you'll be on your own, the push-ups you'll be on your own, and spine stretch and Superman pull. So really just the Fab 5 I'll go through with you. So other than that, you'll just watch me demonstrate, listen to my instructions, and then pause the video and practice and then come back, okay? All right. So our 100, I'm going to demonstrate and talk about what you're doing, and then you can pause the video. All right, so as we were with the 100 at the very end, we have an open angle, so we drop our legs. We are not flipping our hands over, and we are just doing our 100, which we do every session. And you're keeping track of where you end you can keep your arms flat, palms facing down. You don't have to flip your hands, but you're just going to keep track of getting to 100 pumps or wherever you stop if it's short of the 100, okay? So go ahead and pause your video, do your 100, write your result down, and then come on back. All right, so you just practiced your 100 exercise, and hopefully you improved upon that exercise. We're going to go into the Fab 5. And so this Fab 5 exercise, I'm going through it with you. Now, look at your first result, or if you can remember your first result if you don't have it in front of you. The first time we did this, we all assessed the same number of repetitions for the same exercises, okay? This time through, if you answered a 5 on your Fab 5, that means that you completed 5 repetitions of the 5 exercises. I want you to attempt more repetitions of the same 5 exercises. So if you're feeling good and you want to double it and go 10, or if you want to just play it safe and try to get 7 repetitions, you'll just go 7 of each exercise, okay? If you had a 4 or less on the Fab 5, that means you did 4 exercises, okay, with the 5 repetitions, or you did 3 of the exercises of the 5 repetitions. So that just means you didn't complete the Fab 5 with the 5 repetitions. You're going to try and do the 5 exercises with 5 repetitions again. So you'll do everything with 5 again to see if you can get a number 5 on your result. Or if you're feeling really good, you can attempt the 6 or the 7. It's up to you. But it's the same 5 exercises. So we have single leg, double leg, crisscross in the middle, single straight, double straight, okay? So I am going to go ahead and do the 5 repetitions for each exercise, and if you are going beyond, if you're doing 7 or 8 or more, you'll just continue on when I change over, okay? So if you want to write down the exercises, you can write them down on a piece of paper. It's single leg, double leg, crisscross, traditional, hands behind the neck, single straight, and double straight, okay? So let's go ahead and begin. So again, I'm doing 5, and if you want to do more, you can do more. So go ahead and come on down, bring your knees with you, and we're going to go ahead and begin. Here we go. Single leg, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Double leg, both knees in. If you want to go past the 5, go past the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want to keep going, you can. Crisscross, hands behind your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, Double straight, legs up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Double straight, hands behind your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Write down your results and pause the video and we'll come back. Okay, so for that Fab 5, you should have written down 5 if you did 5 repetitions of the 5 exercises. If you did more of the repetitions, if you did 7 or 8 of the 5, I want you to put 7 or 8, right? Whatever the number of repetitions you did. If you strived for 10 repetitions and maybe you didn't get through the entire series of exercises, just put a little note right there. 10 reps, got 4 exercises, okay? All right, next is our roll up. So this is our traditional roll up. Legs are straight, arms are back. Now we are going to attempt as many roll ups as possible that you can achieve, all the way over the legs and all the way back. Now, you decide how many you'd like to do. If you want to just improve upon your first score or your number, go ahead and do that. If you did not get the full roll up last time, maybe you got to here, you would have written something down like upper back off the floor, okay? If you're still at this point, you're just going to write down a little description of where you get stuck, okay? Otherwise, it's the number that you'll put down in your results for the number 2 unroll up. All right, you can pause the video and go ahead and start. Okay, so you just practiced your roll up. You wrote down your results. Hopefully you improved upon that. We're going to turn over and go into our push-up leg pull down. So the first time you did this, you would have written down whether or not your knees were on the floor or off the floor, or circled one of them. So you can decide what you'd like to do this time. You can do the modify with the knees down again, or maybe just do the traditional with the knees off the floor. Either way, just make sure you let me know which one you did for the second result. And then you're going to put down the repetitions, how many you've completed, okay? So again, modified is knees down. Watch me. So I do my push-up, come into high plank, pull down, that's 1, and then continue. If I'm in traditional, my knees are off the floor, push up into pull down, that's 1, and continue. Okay? So go ahead and pause the video, complete your push-up leg pull down, write down your result under number 2, and come on back. Okay, so you finished your push-up leg pull down. We're going to go into our spine stretch. So seated position, remember that our legs are in a V position right outside the mat that you're sitting on. And we're going to practice a few spine stretches before we actually test. So go ahead and go through some spine stretches. Good. Now, watch me. So remember that our result was how far we tilted forward and where our hands touched on the mat, okay? So if I reach over, I'm going to put my hands on the mat and I'm going to write down wherever my hands meet the mat in relation to my heels or my ankles or my calves, whatever, okay? So I would write, for me, I would put that my knuckles, or my mid hand, I'm going to put mid hand at heels. And so that's my little description of where my hands landed, okay? So go ahead and pause the video, test where your hands end up, write down your result in number 2 for spine stretch, and then come on back. All right, so spine stretch. Hopefully you improved your flexibility and your range. So we're gonna move on to Superman pull. So go ahead and come on over to your tummy, watch me. I'm gonna demonstrate. Now the Superman is arms and legs up off the mat, right? The pulls are the arms being pulled back, elbows at our sides. So watch me. I come up here, and then I bring my elbows back, squeezing my shoulder blades. My arms go back forward, and then I lower my arms and legs. That's 1, and I'm going to do this continuously until I can't do any more. So it's just up, arms back, arms forward, down. That's 1, up, back, forward, down. 2, continuous. How many you can do? Go ahead and pause the video, write down your results when you're done, and come on back. All right, you guys, so you finished your Superman pulls, and at this point, it's personal goals time. So what you're going to do is you're going to look at your initial, right, your personal goals from the very beginning of the semester, review them, see if you've accomplished any of them, and then just write down some results like, you know, yes, I did, I improved by 5, or whatever your summary will be for each one. If you didn't achieve it, maybe just write down what you did achieve, or maybe why you didn't achieve, but just give me some information, okay? And then that's it. So you're going to go ahead and tend to your personal goals, and then when you're done with your results, transfer all that information down in the form, save it, send it to me, submit it to me as a document, and then go to your weekly connection and respond to that final weekly connection, and that is it. And I will get to our grading next week on Monday when everything is completed Sunday night. So I hope you enjoyed the class. I enjoyed another semester, even if it was only 8 weeks of teaching mat Pilates. If you are taking the 1 level this semester and you would like to take the 2 level, which is really, it's the workout again, it's the semester again. I am offering a MP2, Mat Pilates 2 section in the fall, if you're going to be around in the fall. Even if you're not going to be around in the fall, it's going to be online, so you don't have to be at school. So if you're interested in continuing to take the class again, repeat it again, we allow 2nd level students, meaning you've taken it once, you can take it again to repeat it again next semester. So fall semester, look for the, it'll be under a Mat Pilates 1 and Mat Pilates 2 8-week course. There's a first 8 weeks and then a second 8 weeks that you can take. It's up to you if you're interested. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed your semester. Have a great summer, and I've enjoyed this, and I hope you have.